What's up, John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. So I am in Switzerland still. I'm in the parking garage actually. I just finished my workout and I thought it'd be kind of a good idea to record a video since it's nice and easy and quiet, and I've got some solitude so I can really focus my thoughts. I gotta tell you, with the videos, I like doing the outside videos and the crowd and stuff like that and walking around, but oftentimes it's harder to focus thoughts. So at first, you know, doing the outside videos was more of a fear factor of intimidation. It's scary, you know, pulling out a camera and talking into it in front of people. But then, you know, that sort of subsided as I overcame that, and I'm not really afraid to do that anymore. But now it's just a matter of distraction. So there's a new challenge for me, which is to overcome that and try to be just as focused and just as intense and bring just as much direct presence, I'd say, to my videos when I'm outside and around. So I'll be working on that. So keep an eye out for that, and you can update me on my progress if you'd like. But as I finished my workout, my lifting workout here, I had to do it in the morning again because I actually got to the gym at like 9 o'clock last night, and they're closed. It said until 11, but I won't go into the details. But anyway, I'll have to lift and run again today. It's a Thursday, but hey, that's what it is. I'm actually getting ready to leave. I'm going to Geneva in Switzerland here, and then I will be taking a flight tomorrow to Rome, and that'll be pretty cool. So I wanted to talk about something. So I finished my workout, right? And I paid my $30 to lift weights for like an hour and a half. And you know, it's funny. I think this makes a good topic for the video. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about this idea of, man, they're taking advantage of me, right? That thought briefly flashed through my head, right? That's an un-John-like thought, by the way, right? But those thoughts do flash through my head, right? All of the things I tell you about on this channel, I have those weaknesses. That's why I'm talking about them, right? But here's the thing, here's the difference, right? I've conquered a lot of them. So a thought comes into my mind, right? I can't control some of these things. Sometimes a thought is going to come into my mind, and I'm going to have that very bad perception or that bad idea, but I immediately captivate it, and I don't let it take hold of me. I bring in my logic and my analysis, and I say, hey, wait a minute, is this truth? This doesn't sound like truth, John. This doesn't sound like you. And so for a moment, I had this thought, right? I mean, I went to the counter, I grabbed like a protein bar and a protein drink, and I paid for my workout, and it's like almost $50. I think it was like $50, right? For everything. And that's a lot for just one workout. I mean, that's like a theme park ticket. And this is no theme park. Going to lift leg day. Leg day is not a theme park, okay? But the thought briefly went through my head, oh, you're being taken advantage of. And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, John, this is not truth. This is not truth. You're not being taken advantage of. And so what I realized was that, like, look, there's a lot of situations in life where we say, oh, you're being taken advantage of. And it's real easy to pull the victim card, right? I mean, you can check out the videos. I should have a playlist on victim mindset. If you've got a victim mindset, if you recognize this in yourself, I encourage you to watch this playlist, watch the victim mindset videos. You know, there'll be a link below. You can click that little I for the cards, by the way. And really self-examine here, because it's not a helpful mindset. Because it's very easy for me to say that, oh, I'm being taken advantage of. I'll be being charged this exorbitant daily fee to use the gym one time, when the monthly membership is like $50 or something like that. But I can't do a monthly because I have to sign up for a year. So I could very much make the case. I could say, oh, maybe it's because I'm a foreigner. Oh, maybe it's because they know that, you know, people come here and they're taking advantage of people that are just coming here for a day because they know they can get away with that, right? Whatever it is, I'm making the choice. So there's no one with a gun to my head marching me into the gym and making me pay that money. I could refuse service, right? I mean, I could get upset at the person at the desk, and I could say, this is a ripoff. I can't believe you're charging me $30 to work out one time. Come on, seriously, like, what the heck? This is bullshit, right? but this is their gym. This is their service. They set their price, okay? I don't have to do it. I don't have to, I can refuse, I could say, they could say, it'll be 28 francs. It'll be $30 US. And I could say, oh, no, thank you. I can't afford to work out at that price. If you'd offered me for a lower price, I would do it. But I don't have to think that I'm the victim, that they're taking advantage of me in some way. And I think this is important. This is this is an empowering mindset, because for a couple of reasons here. One, here's the thing, right? When I pay that money, I'm consciously making that choice to pay that money, and I can feel good about it because I made that choice, right? If I go with the mindset, if I say, oh, I got taken advantage of, oh, I didn't have a choice in the matter, oh, I had to pay this, oh, they exploited me, okay, then I pay that money, and the whole time I feel bad. I feel like I wasted the money. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I have a negative attitude. My workout suffers. When I deal with people and interact with people in the future, those interactions are shit, right? It's disempowering, right? So this is the whole thing, right? This is why I'm against victim mentality. Not because you can't, I mean, you could philosophically argue it. Fine, you could say the decks are stacked against you, and things are bad, and people are racist and prejudiced, and blah, 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 and sexist, and all of this stuff, and it's just unfair for you. You could, I mean, there's pretty valid arguments some of you have. Sure, I can make arguments for myself. Sure, just like I said with the gym. But here's the thing, it's disempowering, right? It creates that negative. Why do I want to feel like I was taken advantage of? Is that a good, I'd rather say, you know what? John Sonmez, I decided that I am worth $30. That I am worth, in my maintenance of my body and my workout, and that I am such a awesome guy that it is worth it to me to pay $30 to work out. That's how cool of a guy I am. That's how awesome I am. And you know, I am smart enough, and I am wise enough to make a decision to say it's worth paying the money, to not be cheap, right? That's empowering mindset. Now, however you want to phrase it, right? You might think of it in a different way, but when you have decided that it's not the other person, it's not people are against you, it's not people harming you, it's not prejudice and racism and all this stuff, when you've decided to swear off the victim mentality, when you've decided to say, no, people cannot exploit me. It's not possible for someone to exploit me unless I, in my will, allow it. You can charge an exorbitant price, you can charge a ridiculous price, but I don't have to pay it. I have a choice. Unless there's a gun to my head, okay? And even then you've got a choice. But unless there's a gun to my head, I am never going to say, repeat after me, unless there's a gun to my head, I am never going to say I'm being taken advantage of or exploited. That is empowerment. That's empowering words. That allows you to tackle any situation and realize the one power that you have in life, right? Because you don't have any other power than this. The one power that you have to realize that you have it, which is the power of choice. That's the only power you have. Every other power you think you have is an illusion. But the thing that determines the course of your life, the successes, the failures, what you achieve, what you become, where you end up, is choice. Now, I'm not saying that decks aren't stacked. I'm not saying context and situations aren't different. They are. But based on your obstacle course, based on your race that you're running, based on your hand that you're dealt, your configuration of the board, your choice determines where, based on that, you end up. Now, some people are going to have different ladders, okay? Their ladder, when they make the good choices, is going to be higher than yours. That's fine. But that's not the point, because you can't change which ladder you were given. You're given a ladder, you're given a board, you're given a hand of cards. You can't change that. What you can do is you can play that hand. You can affect that situation, that board game, whatever it is, however you want to, whatever analogy you want to use, you can affect that to the best of your ability and control the outcome on that particular board, on that particular chess game, whatever it is. I'm going to use a ton of analogies yourself, and that's what it is. And so like I said, when I go into the gym and someone says or charges a high price, heck, in Switzerland here, there have been places where I've gotten some meals that have been extremely expensive, or some things that have been extremely expensive, and I've had a little bit of sticker shock, and I've been tempted. I've been tempted to say, oh, you're taking advantage of me. You're ripping me off, right? But I have to realize, I have to go back and I say, no, wait a minute, John. No. First of all, you came to this country, right? I mean, regardless of anything else, you decided to come here. You decided to buy the plane ticket and to travel to this country. So that was your choice. And second of all, you decided to take the thing that you're paying for, right? Or you decided to pay this price. You could refuse service. You don't have to do it unless someone's putting a gun to your head, right? Now, there are some valid situations where someone is putting a gun to your head, or where you are literally trapped and there's no way for you to possibly get out of the situation. This is the way to live your life. This is a positive way that will get you the most benefit in life. This is why I espouse this kind of philosophy, rather than the victim mindset, rather than saying that the deck is stacked against me, rather than saying, again, going to the gym counter and saying, oh, you're exploiting me. Oh, they rip me off. Everywhere I go, I get ripped off. People take advantage of me. They exploit me. No, sorry. That's not a helpful way. You could view it that way. You can rationalize it. You can rationalize just about anything, and you can make arguments for it. You can go into a debate class and you could debate it, but it's not helpful. At the end of the day, you have to choose a life philosophy that is most likely to get you what you desire most out of life, and to live peacefully, and to enjoy joy and happiness throughout your life. And it's not a philosophy of hatred and fear and jealousy and victim mentality. It's a philosophy of love. It's a philosophy of empowerment and belief, and it's a philosophy of owning the one power that you own, which is your personal choice, and taking ownership and responsibility for everything in your life. Everything that happens to you, you take responsibility for it, so that you don't give up the one power you possess. All right, that's all I got for you today. All right, I hope you liked this video. I did. I enjoyed this video. So make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Welcome to the channel. Click the bell so you can become fully indoctrinated and you don't miss any videos. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.